Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pangolin Tech Tips. I'm your host, Josh Archford, and today we're learning about Zoxide. Zoxide is a terminal tool that replaces CD as a faster navigation tool. While with CD, you have to move from folder to folder, using Zoxide hastens this process because it keeps track of which folders you visit most often. So to show you guys the demo, let's first go to our home directory. From here, if I want to go back to the Pangolin Tech Tips folder, I'd usually have to do cd desktop and then cd Pangolin Tech Tips, just like that. Now, let me show you guys how to take this two-step process and make it a one-step process using Zoxide. By simply doing cd and pang, doesn't have to be case sensitive, and it also can just be anything relatively close to what the name of your folder is. And just like that, I'm at my Pangolin TechTips folder. So let's move on to the next step, how to install Zoxide. So you can install this from the GitHub page for Zoxide. However, if you're on a Windows system like I am, you can simply use Wingit. If we do Wingit search Zoxide, we can go and find the ID for Zoxide. And using the Wingit install command, we can then install Zoxide. I already have Zoxide on my computer, and so the command exits out. Now, there's only one real setup you need to do for Zoxide, and that's by going to your bash.rc or whatever other shell you're using for the .rc file. So if we open up our bash.rc in NeoVim and we just do G, then as you can see, this is the only command we need to use for Zoxide. This stuff is there by default. However, Zoxide, when you first download it, it uses the Z command instead of using CD. Now, personally, I feel like using a brand new command to navigate my files would be a lot harder to transition to. But Zoxide understands this, and so built into the program, you have this flag that you can highlight. Dash dash cmd cd. And now, whenever you want to run Zoxide, it's mapped to your cd command. So once you have this line in your .bash.rc or whatever other shell or C file you have, you're basically set for Zoxide. So if we leave the terminal, the neovim file, now you can just go to whichever folders you use normally. So to see which folders you visit most often, you can do the Zoxide edit. And just like this, it shows you all the folders that you visit most often. So I go to my desktop a lot, so that's why the score is 108. To increase the score of a certain thing, you can do Control W. And just like that, in real time, it updates your score. To decrement the score, you can do Control S, just like that. To delete a folder from Zoxide's database, you can do Control D. And to reload Zoxide, you can do Control R. Finally, to improve Zoxide's functionality, we can use FZF, or the fuzzy finder. So if you do wingit install FZF, it goes and installs FZF. Once again, I already have FZF on my computer, and so the process exits itself out. And that's basically all there is to Zoxide. Most of the other commands are either on necessary, or you won't just use them in most of your workflow. And that's pretty much it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, then like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. If you have any suggestions for future videos, drop a comment below. Until then, see you next time.